Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, now here I am with another Star Wars movie review. Here's my review of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Yeah, yeah, I'd say this one is probably my least favorite of the entire Star Wars series. Yeah, I think this one is probably the worst one, Yeah, I don't see how people could really say that The Phantom Menace is worse than this. I mean, yeah. This one has, oh man, this one has the horrible love story with Anakin and Padme, which everybody has harped on, and yeah, this has pretty much just been hated to death by everyone. I mean, yeah, the dialogue is hokey, the romance is just, I mean, seriously. Yeah, I mean, the love story is just awful in this one. Yeah. I mean, I still do like this movie, yeah. Yeah, I still do think it's overall good. I mean, it still does have a lot of good things in it. I mean, yeah, the battle sequences are good. The chases are good. I mean, yeah, this still does have a lot of good things about it. I think the good, just like Phantom Menace, it does outdo the bad in it. Yeah. Yeah, just about everybody from the Phantom Menace returned, yeah. Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, Ian McDiarmid, Samuel L. Jackson, yeah, they all returned. Yeah. And you had some new people in here too. Had Hayden Christensen as Anakin, and had Christopher Lee, Tamora Morrison, and yeah, so yeah, you do have some more people in this one. Yeah, and I think they all do pretty good in this. Yeah, Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. You have Hayden Christensen as Anakin. Yeah, he's good in it. Yeah, yeah. So you do. Yeah, cast in this movie is pretty good, and yeah, they all do pretty good in this movie. Yeah, I would give this one probably 3.25 stars out of 4. Yeah. So yeah, this movie set 10 years after The Phantom Menace. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Obi-Wan has trained Anakin to become a Jedi. Yeah, Mace Windu and Yoda have much bigger roles in this movie than they did in The Phantom Menace. Yeah. Yeah, and C-3PO is also a bigger part in this movie. And yeah, just a lot of things about this movie. Though it is kind of like anticlimactic with the extremely short lightsaber duel at the end of the movie. I mean, yeah, they're all just so short, and yeah, they're really short in comparison to the Darth Maul fight in Phantom Menace. So yeah, but it still does have like a great battle on Geonosis, and yeah, the stuff. I like the stuff between Obi-Wan and Jango Fett on. Yeah, I do like the stuff between them on Kamino. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, in this movie you can kind of like feel like what Anakin's really going through, like, well, aside from the love stuff, yeah. But the way he's treated by Obi-Wan, he feels like he should like be getting like, he feels he should be like a master or something by now. And yeah, he felt like he could have stopped his mother from dying. Yeah, he just felt like he could have done much more than where he is right now, and he could be much further up in the Jedi, like, than he is. And yeah. And yeah, a lot of people are probably really happy that Jar Jar's role is much smaller in this movie than it was in The Phantom Menace, and yeah. Well, yeah, so yeah, yeah, so yeah, it's kind of like, uh, yeah, yeah. And it does good at kind of like explaining what Anakin's really going through. Yeah, yeah, despite like the bad love story, yeah, it still does like really explain what he's going through pretty well in this movie. Yeah, and yeah, let me just get right into the review. Alright, so the movie opens like the others, the 20th Century Fox Lucasfilm, and then Long Time Ago, Galaxy Far, Far Away, and then the opening crawls, yeah. And then it shows Padme arriving on Coruscant, and now she's a senator instead of, she's a senator and no longer the Queen of Naboo. And as she arrives, her ship like explodes, and one of her decoys is killed. Well, and then yeah, the like Jedi Masters are talking to Chancellor Palpatine about what to do because of the very limited Jedi, and that the Galactic Republic is threatened by separatist movements, and that are organized by Count Dooku. Yeah, Padme felt that it was Dooku who was the one behind the assassination attempt, but yeah, the Jedi Masters were telling Padme that they don't believe Dooku would do it because he wouldn't kill, and yeah, all that. But Yoda told Padme that he believes that she is in danger. And Chancellor Palpatine decides that Padme should be under the protection of the Jedi, and it should be someone that she's familiar with. So they decided to have Obi-Wan and Anakin protect her. And yeah. And it showed Obi-Wan and Anakin arriving to assure Padme that she'll be safe. And Anakin was trying to tell Padme that they would find who's trying to assassinate her, but Obi-Wan like told Anakin like not to like try to relax and not rush into things and stuff. Yeah, and Anakin felt that when he arrived, Padme really didn't seem to remember much about him, but Obi-Wan tried to tell Anakin that she was delighted to see them. And then cut to a woman bounty hunter, Sam Wessel, and she was hired by Jango Fett to kill Padme again. So Jango Fett gave her a couple of sort of poisonous bugs. They didn't actually say what they were, but yeah, gave her a couple of poisonous bugs to slip into Padme's bedroom and kill her. Yeah. And yeah, she put the bugs in a small type of transporting device thing, and yeah, it snuck the poisonous bugs into her Padme's room. Yeah. And yeah, Anakin was like watching over Padme from outside of her bedroom. He told Obi-Wan that Padme reprogrammed R2 and he would alert them if Padme had any danger coming. And yeah, the bugs were like slithering in the room. Yeah, and yeah, R2 didn't see them. So yeah, he went back to sleep, and yeah, Obi-Wan and Anakin were talking about how Anakin doesn't sleep well anymore because he's worried about his mother. Yeah. And then yeah, they could sense that there was something inside of Padme's room trying to kill her, and yeah, they jumped in and killed the two bugs, and then Obi-Wan saw the transporting ship that released the bugs, and he jumped out the window and held on to the ship as it rode away. And then yeah, Anakin took a speeder to try to catch Obi-Wan. And then Zam Wesell blasted the transporting device, and yeah, then Obi-Wan was like just flying in the air. And then Anakin caught Obi-Wan in the speeder, and then they gave chase to Zam Wesell. So, and yeah, then like Zam Wesell, then like she went one way, and then yeah, Anakin thought he knew a shortcut to try to find Zam Wesell, but yeah, they didn't find her. Yeah, Obi-Wan felt that Anakin had lost Zam Wesell, but then Anakin jumped out of the speeder and to try to find Zam Wesell again. Then yeah, he grabbed onto her ship, and yeah, he tried to break in try to get her to lose control and crash. And yeah, he tried using his lightsaber, but that light was blasted out of his hand. And then yeah, he caused Zamisol to shoot her control systems, and yeah, she lost control of the ship, and then it crashed into down to the ground, into a wall, and then yeah, she ran into like some type of bar. Or yeah. And yeah, Obi-Wan went up with Anakin, and yeah, Anakin was told by Obi-Wan to try to find Zamisel while and Obi-Wan went for a drink. Yeah. And yeah, as Anakin was walking by people, he was like using the Force to try to get people to like be attracted to him, which I thought that was actually kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, Zamisel then and just like was right behind Obi-Wan with her gun up, but then Obi-Wan turned around and cut Zamisel's arm off with a lightsaber, and then Obi-Wan and Anakin brought Zamisel outside to get answers from her. And yeah, she told them that she was hired to kill a senator from Naboo, but before she could tell them who hired her, Jango Fett shot her with a toxic dart, and it just showed like her face rotting before she died. And then Obi-Wan then saw that she was actually shot with a toxic dart. And then, yeah, then Obi-Wan and Anakin went to see the Jedi Council, and then they assigned Obi-Wan to identify the bounty hunter that killed Zamisel. And then Anakin is assigned to escort Padme back to Naboo and protect her until they can find the assassin. Yeah, and then yeah, but before Anakin took Padme to Naboo, he was told by the council to see Chancellor Palpatine and have him talk to Padme about it. And yeah, it kind of showed like the first kind of connection between Palpatine and Anakin. He was saying that he is one of the best Jedi's he's seen, and that he sees that will feel that Anakin will be a real powerful Jedi, which yeah, will and yeah, we know where this will lead to. Yeah, yeah. And Obi-Wan tried to assure Padme that she wouldn't have to hide on Naboo for long, that he would find the bounty hunter. Yeah, and yeah, as Padme was packing up for Naboo, she told Jar Jar that while she's gone, he would be the one to replace her on the Senate. Yeah. And then, yeah, Anakin was telling Padme that he just feels that he should be farther because he feels that he's more powerful than other Jedis, or he could be more powerful. Well, yeah, and Padme was telling Anakin and that maybe he doesn't have as much power as he thinks or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this was kind of, yeah, this was an Anakin Padme scene, which, yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna, like, try to avoid the stuff between Anakin and Padme in this movie, like, as much as I can. Yeah, I'll, like, talk about it if I have to, but, yeah, a lot of the stuff with them in the movie, it was just, like, completely unnecessary to see, and, yeah, we could have just done without it. I really mean we could have done without it. So, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, and then, yeah, Anakin and Padme were taken to their transport to go to Naboo, and yeah, R2 went with them to Naboo, yeah. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan visited a bar, well, not a bar, but a type of diner, yeah, where he went to talk to his friend, I guess, Dexter Jettster, or however that's pronounced. Yeah, and this Dexter guy, I felt it was really a waste of time to have him. Because, yeah, I mean, this guy, like, didn't even contribute anything, and yeah, and he made no more appearances after this. So, yeah, I felt like it was kind of unneeded to have him in it. Yeah, and he showed Dexter the toxic dart, and he told him that it came from the planet Kamino, when it's out of the Republic's reach, and it's like 12 parsecs away, and he told him, like, it's controlled by the clones or something, yeah. And then Obi-Wan, like, tried to find the location of Kamino, but it didn't pop up anywhere. where, and yeah, it was just released from Data, and then yeah, Obi-Wan had to go see Yoda, who was training younglings, to actually see where the planet would be. So yeah, and then yeah, Obi-Wan then took off for Kamino, and then yeah, Anakin and Padme arrived on Naboo later, and yeah, they were talking to her, Padme's successor to the throne for the Queen, and yeah, the governor, Sealed Bibble, was still there. Yeah, they were talking about, like, the possible thing where Newt Gunray was still the viceroy of the Trade Federation, that he may be involved in the assassination attempts on Padme, and yeah, there was just all that stuff. And yeah, at one point, Governor Bibble asked Anakin what his suggestion would be since he was a Jedi. But then, like, Padme spoke up for Anakin and just said that he wasn't a Jedi yet, just a Padawan. Yeah, Anakin really didn't like that Padme was speaking for him. Yeah, he was trying to, like, interject within. Padme said that she knows the planet, and it's her home and she knows the planet, yeah. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan effectively arrived on Kamino, and then, yeah, he was shown the army of clones that were produced for the Republic. Like, and then, yeah, and Obi-Wan was being told that the clones were being made for an old Jedi Master that Obi-Wan thought died 10 years ago, yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, he was shown the clone army, and he was he was told that the aging was sped up on them, or else they would be, if they were aging regularly, it would be really, really slow. Yeah. Yeah, so they told him that they were altered to age quicker. Yeah. But they told him that there was one altered clone, that Jango Fett, that who was the genetic template for the clones, obviously, yeah. He wanted one for himself, and it turned out being his son Boba Fett. And yeah, I'm sure some of you do know this, but yeah, for those of you who don't, Daniel Logan, the one who played Boba Fett in this movie, he had actually never seen the Star Wars movies prior to being cast as Boba Fett for this movie. Yeah, but George Lucas just requested for him to watch the original trilogy, so yeah. What I want to know is, why would you audition for a Star Wars movie if you haven't even seen any of the movies? Yeah, I mean, that's what I wonder. So yeah, and Obi-Wan requested to see Jango Fett, and so yeah, he was taken to see Jango Fett with his son Boba Fett. And yeah, Jango Fett was being asked about the Jedi Master from 10 years ago, and Jango Fett said that he never heard of him, and he was called by a master named Tyrannus. And so yeah, and then yeah, Obi-Wan then eventually then was done with it. And yeah, he told the whole Jango Fett told Boba Fett to pack his things and that they'd be leaving. Then later on, Obi-Wan contacted Mace Windu and Yoda about it, and they told Obi-Wan that there was no clearance from any Jedi Master or the Council to make a clone army, and they asked Obi-Wan to bring Jango Fett over to them, and they'd question him. Yeah, and then back with Anakin, and he was having a nightmare about his mother. And then yeah, he decided that he had to go to Tatooine, to try to save his mother because he felt that she was in danger. So yeah, Anakin and Padme went off to Tatooine. And then yeah, and as Jango Fett and Boba Fett were preparing their ship to leave, Obi-Wan then came, and then yeah, he saw Jango Fett in his bounty hunter suit, so he knew that Jango Fett was the one he was looking for. And then yeah, Obi-Wan had a battle with Jango Fett. Jango Fett tried firing at Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan deflected the shots with his lightsaber. Yeah, and yeah, Then both Jango Fett and Boba Fett inside the ship blasted at Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan was lost his lightsaber, and then yeah, Obi-Wan then had a physical battle with Jango Fett, kicking him and stuff. And as Obi-Wan tried to like use the Force for his lightsaber, really, Jango Fett wrapped a wire around Obi-Wan's hands and was just dragging him around, and Obi-Wan couldn't get his lightsaber. Yeah. And then at one point, Obi-Wan kicked Jango Fett off of a ledge, but yeah, his hands were still tied together, and yeah, Obi-Wan just said, "Oh, not good." And yeah, he was dragged along with Jango Fett. And yeah, Jango Fett used like some type of gadget on his part of his bounty hunter outfit. Now hold on, and yeah, Obi-Wan was dangling from the wires, and then Obi-Wan detached the wire. Obi-Wan was detached from Jango Fett when Jango Fett detached the wire. And then yeah, Obi-Wan then like ran back up, but then yeah, that's when the ship then took off. But then Obi-Wan was able to throw a tracking device on the ship before it took off. Okay. And then yeah, Anakin and Padme then eventually arrived on Tatooine. And, you know, first they found Watto, and yeah, and then yeah, Anakin helped Watto like fix a pit droid, and then yeah, Anakin said he was looking for his mother, and then that's when Watto discovered that it was Anakin. Yeah, and then Watto told Anakin that his mother was no longer Watto's, that he sold her long ago, to a farmer named Lars, and Lars ended up freeing Shmi and marrying her. And Anakin wanted to know where it was, and Watto told Anakin that it was far away from where they were. It was on the other side of Mos Eisley. Yeah, and then yeah, then Mullet and Jango Fett then arrived at the planet Geonosis, and then yeah, Obi-Wan obviously followed them there, and yeah, Boba and Jango Fett could see that they had been tracked, and Obi-Wan must have put the device on their ship to track them down. So yeah, and they were like luring Obi-Wan into an asteroid field in an attempt to destroy him. Yeah, they were using like different types of gadgets to the ship to try to destroy him. Used like some charges that split asteroids. And yeah, they were trying to hide through an asteroid tunnel or something. And yeah, they just lured Obi-Wan through it where they were following him. And then yeah, they tried blasting him, and then yeah, Obi-Wan got hit. And then yeah, they sent a missile, shot a missile to attempt to finish Obi-Wan. But then yeah, Obi-Wan had his droid R4 or fire some spare part canisters from the ship for the missile to hit. And you know, after we had the explosion, then Obi-Wan no longer appeared on Owen Jango Fett's scanner, and so they thought that he was destroyed. And they then landed on Geonosis, and then Obi-Wan like hid behind an asteroid until, well, they had landed. And afterwards, then Obi-Wan then went onto Geonosis and landed. And then he went to explore the planet. And then yeah, Anakin and Padme then arrived at where Anakin's mother yeah. And then yeah, at the Lars home, they saw C-3PO, who now had like some silver covers on him. And yeah, C-3PO took them inside, and then yeah, they hit Owen Lars, Anakin's stepbrother Owen, and Beru. Yeah. And then yeah, they then Anakin then met his stepfather Cliegg Lars. Yeah. And then yeah, Cliegg was telling Anakin that what happened to his mother, that she was taken by sand people, and that 30 of them went out after her, and only 4 came back, and that she's been gone a month, and that there's little hope that she is still alive. But yeah, Anakin was determined to find her, so he ventured out into to try to find her. And yeah, it showed Anakin talking to a Jawa, I guess for directions on where to go. Yeah. And then yeah. And then on Geonosis, Obi-Wan discovered that there were separatists, yeah, that were actually led by Count Dooku, and yeah, Count Dooku was the one that authorized Padme's assassination, and Viceroy Gunray was responsible for it. And then yeah, Anakin then arrived at the Sand People's camp, and yeah, he then found his mother, and yeah, she looked real bad. Yeah, she was just tortured by the Sand People, and yeah, her arms were just strapped onto like a rack. And then Anakin unstrapped her, and then and then yeah, his mom saw that he'd grown up and he'd become a Jedi. But yeah, then yeah, she like told him she was proud of him. But then yeah, then she just ended up dying. And then yeah, after that, Anakin had just completely snapped, and then he just killed all of the Sand People. And yeah, then Obi-Wan tried to send a message to Coruscant on what he discovered on Geonosis, but his transmitter just didn't have the power or to transmit a message to Coruscant because it was too far away. So he decided to contact Anakin on Naboo, and then have him then retransmit the message to Coruscant. But then yeah, he saw that Anakin wasn't on Naboo. And then yeah, he saw that his tracking signal was coming from Tatooine. And yeah, as he was tracking down Anakin, it showed like one of the Geonosians, if that makes sense, yeah, had spotted him. And yeah, as he was trying to get the message to Anakin, and from the starship, yeah, R2 was just like recording the message. And yeah, Anakin arrived back at the Lars home with his mother's body. Naughty. Yeah. And then later on, like Anakin was telling Padme that he's good at fixing things, and he felt he could have fixed what happened with his mother. He felt that he could have saved her, but Padme tried telling Anakin that there's some things that just can't be fixed, and that Anakin's not all powerful. And yeah, Anakin was saying that he should be more powerful, and he'll be the most powerful Jedi ever, and someday he would learn how to stop people from dying. And then yeah, he just snapped, and he just felt that Obi-Wan was jealous about Anakin and was holding him back. And then yeah, had some more of the horny dialogue. Anakin saying that he killed them all and that they're all dead, but not just the men, but the women and the children too. Yeah, he said that he slaughtered them like animals and that he hates them, which yeah, he was obviously referring to the Sand People. Yeah, and then we had some more of Padme just trying to comfort Anakin. Yeah, then later on, R2 came, and yeah, he Obi C-3PO was telling them that R2 was carrying the message from Obi-Wan. So yeah, Anakin and Padme went back to the starship to see Obi-Wan's message, and yeah, and then at the beginning Obi-Wan said for them to retransmit the message to Coruscant, which they did, and yeah, the message then also played at Coruscant for like Mace and Yoda and yeah, other Jedi Masters and members of the Senate. Yeah. And Obi-Wan was telling them what he's discovered as he's there, and that Viceroy Gunray is behind the assassination attempts. But then, yeah, his message was then interrupted by some droid Takka that blast him down. And yeah, Yoda and Mace Windu felt that there's more happening than they've seen. And so yeah, Mace Windu told Anakin that they would deal with Count Dooku, and the best thing for Anakin was to just stay where he is. And he told him to protect Padme at all costs. So yeah, but yeah, Padme knew that they would have to come halfway across the galaxy, and that they probably wouldn't make it in time to save Obi-Wan. Uh, and yeah, she told Anakin that Geonosis was only a parsec away from where they were. Er, yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, Padme and Anakin decided to go help Obi-Wan.